So in this video, speed painting these 5 Death Guard. Let's take a look. So in this video guys, we're going to get the rest of these Death Guard completed. So this will be the, I think it's this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 man Death Guard, and then the I think it's the Blightbringer and the Malignant Plaguecaster. So I'm going to get all these completed. I might stop the video part way through because obviously there's some other little parts on these that I haven't yet come across. So like this little bug thing, not too sure what I'm going to paint that yet. But everything else is pretty much standard what I normally painted from my previous videos. Obviously this guy's got a lot more detail on as well. Quite looking forward to painting him, especially with the big bell and things like that, and this little dude hanging off the horn. Don't know what colour I'm going to paint them yet. But yeah, focus, there we go. So get these done and now I'll catch you in a bit. Right, so we're just putting the wash on now. The one coat just will do. You can do 2 coats if you wish, but this will just make the shading darker. Now what I'm using is a Tholian camo shade for this because it does complement the green. Make sure it doesn't pull too much though in the recesses. Now if it does, just use your brush, soak it up and then use it somewhere else on the model. That's what I did, just spread it around and it should even itself out. Now when letting them dry, make sure to check them every so often to not let the wash pool at the lowest part of it which contacts the table, otherwise that can get messy. Now I found this out the hard way. Didn't think I'd put that much on, but just check it now and again, otherwise it can make it stick to the table and leave blobs of sticky wash on your mini. Now you don't want that. It didn't take too long to get it off, but just check it every now and again. So this is just the wash being completed now, and then we'll go on to the dry brush. Okay, so the dry brush. So what we're going for here is we're just hitting the highest points of the model. Now to do that, all we've got to do is just got to get some paint on your brush and then wipe it off on some kitchen towel. Now I use kitchen towel. Now you can use cardboard or paper. Then wipe it off until there's barely anything left on the brush. Now I always test it on my hand as well, just afterwards, just to make sure that there's no blobs of paint left behind on the brush. You don't want a big smear across your model when you're dry brushing. Then all you need to do is go back and forth over the model. Now change direction occasionally just to make sure that you can get all the edges, and then what this does is it gives a nice highlight to the model. Now here what I'm doing is I'm taking the Balthazar Gold and I'm picking out all the trim on the edges of the armour and all the bells and little beetle trinkets as well that are scattered around on the models. Now this was a long step just because of how careful you have to be near the armour because of the dry brushing. It did take me around 45 minutes to complete it all for the 5 models. Just take your time with it, don't rush, take it easy, keep your brush strokes slow. You don't want to be trying to touch up this stage. Right, now using Rhinox hide, we're going to paint all the wooden growths and outcroppings on the model. So look for any wooden horns or bits surrounding the model. pick them out with iron oxide just for the base coat for now. Then take Screamer Pink, and what we're going to do is we're going to pick out all the tentacles and fleshy parts. Now look carefully for all these, as I nearly missed a couple when I was going over the models. What I did beforehand is I went over the model before painting it, just to pick them all out so I knew where they all were, and it may make it easier when it comes to painting the actual model. So to pick out all the cloth and bones, what we're going to be using is Rakarth flesh. So any capes and skulls we'll pick out with this colour. And what we need to do is then dry brush also the iron oxide what we painted previously, which is all the outcropping things like the tree barks and things, ones that are popping out the skulls. Now you may need 2 coats for the Rakarth flesh just to get a nice solid colour. Okay, so getting close to the end now. Not too many more colours left to go after this one. We're now going to pick out all the chainmail, any weapon parts, metal spikes, and any other parts that you may think would be metal. We'll pick them out with lead belcher. Also, we'll be dotting all the rivets on the models. Now, I will be doing that off camera, as that can take a while to get done. You don't have to dot the rivets, it's just a thing what I do, just to give them that little bit of something extra. Okay, so final colour before the washes now. So this is a Baden black, and what I'm going to be doing is going to be painting all the guns, pipes, tubes that aren't the metallic colour. So any pipes and tubes that are showing, paint those, and just touching up any of the areas from the base coat, and then painting the smoke on the jetpack of the one model. Okay, so before I move on to the washes, I thought that there was a couple of steps what I'm going to do which don't really have a layout within my colour scheme, because it just depends on the models what they're on really. So the one was this little bug. It was on his jetpack. So what I did is I painted that celestial grey as a base coat, then I did a wash over that, but I didn't use the purple wash. I got Nagaroth Night, watered that down 1 part paint to about 8 to 10 parts water, washed that over, re-dry brushed it with Author and Grey to bring it back, and then washed the main body with Cowboy Crimson, and then Druchii Violet for the wings, just to give the bug some life. Then also this dude hanging off the side of here. So what I painted him, obviously he was the original base coat, which was the Death Guard green, washed with the Thonian Camo Shade, dry brushed back up. Then I've dry brushed him again with Iron Rack skin, and then put a wash over that with Bealtan green, just to bring him to this, which I think is a nice colour. It's got a nice shade to him. Still dry in there, you can see. And then finally, as you know, the smoke will just be painted as I did the Malignant Plague Caster. So so this is how the smoke will turn out. So that'll be the smoke. Dry brush with Celestial Grey, and then washed with, what's it called? Dahlia Green shade. So to do a quick update, because they're 3 parts that I haven't really got a step for in this colour scheme. Thanks guys. Right guys, that's all the washes done, and I've done all the dry brushing off camera as well. Based these guys in the snow and put the black paint around the rims just to get them finished. Because the washing stage wasn't really necessary to record, it was just putting each colour wash, and there is a video what I previously did, and I'll throw a link at the end which shows which washes I use where. But these guys finished now. Base is still a bit, ow, sorry, just smashed my arm off the table there. Right, so these guys are pretty much done. Quite pleased with how they turned out. As I've always stated, this isn't the most amazing paint job, just quick, easy to get these guys finished. But just with dry brushing, you can bring out some good highlights. So the cloth here down the front is literally just rack off flesh, wash of bark and flesh shade, then re-dry brushed with rack off flesh, and it gives it, I feel that that's a nice tone. Missed a wash there just on his chest plate there, I'm going to re-wash that. And this plasma didn't turn out as good as the other one what I did. Might redo it, but see how I feel. There's this guy. I do like the little bug on his shoulder there. Again, same with the cloth. Quick paint, wash, dry brush. No layering, nothing like that, just paint, wash, dry brush, or paint, dry brush, wash in some different areas. So all these guys now, I just need to seal them with the spray, the satin spray, and these guys are all done. And that's how I speed painted these 5 Death Guard. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time. Take care. Thank you for watching that video, guys. Now up there on the left of the screen, you'll see the little symbol. Now if you do like these videos, click that and you can subscribe to my channel if you do wish to, if you do like the videos I'm putting out. On the right of the screen there, you'll see 2 links to some other videos that I do have on the channel in regards to this series. And thank you again, guys. I'll catch you next time.